Hey, it's Vaughn here at your jazzdrumschool.com YouTube channel. Aloha, hope you're doing well. So in this lesson, I want to share with you something that's going to make your fours really, really stand out. Now, fours, what am I talking about? Fours are basically like playing a little 4-measure drum solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Boom. It's like that long, okay? I teach a lot about trading 4s and 8s and soloing on the drums in my jazz drum soloing course. So I encourage you to check that out. Check it out if you want to go deeper into all this. But for right now, I just want to talk about how to end your 4s. And I guarantee if you get this worked out, you're going to get more playing opportunities. You're going to have a lot happier musicians, and you're going to have a much more fun time playing your drum solos. Okay? Because you have a clear ending to your drum solo. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you a couple of examples. The first example is me just playing willy-nilly. So I'm not going to end it nicely. And it's not going to be clear where the end of my 4s is, where the end of my 4-measure solo is. And then I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to button it up, and I'm going to make it really clear. So check it out. Could you see what was going on? The first time, I just kept playing. I wasn't really clear, like, where's the end of my 4s? What's happening? Okay? And then the second time, I went ba-boom, a double kick and some cymbal hits, and I'm home. And it makes it super clear, super clean. Nobody has any misunderstandings about what's going on or where I'm going with my 4s. They know, okay, he's done with his 4s. So it works so well. If you're working with singers, you better do it, because if you don't do it, they ain't gonna know, right? No offense, singers, but a lot of singers don't know these things. They're just kind of singing by, oh, I could feel my singing, I could feel it, but they don't really know the music, right? So you gotta hold their hand. You gotta say, okay, let's see, it's the end of my 4s, you know? And that's a lot of times why singers don't want to do 4s with you, because they're scared. They're like, oh, where's the end of the phrase going to be, and how am I going to get back into it? So really, if you button it up like that and make it super easy, everybody goes, ah. Oh. If you don't do that, everybody goes, right? It's like being on a roller coaster that you don't know if the roller coaster is going to fly off at some point, right? So you've got to really hold everybody's hand. Make it really absolutely clear beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, I'm not saying that you always got to play within the measure, finish it like that. But what I am saying is that be very, very clear. One other tool that's very useful in doing your fours is to break things up into bite-sized phrases. And again, I talk about this in the drum soloing course. It's important to think in phrases, don't think in licks. If you think in licks, we're going to just run out of ideas super fast. So you got to think in phrases. So if I'm building my solo in phrases, rather than like this continuous note after note after note, lots and lots of playing, then it's going to be a lot easier for everybody to know also where I am in my solo. It's just like marking time for them, right? And that's just incredibly valuable and something that makes a huge difference in whether you get called back. I'll just be honest with you. So I'm going to play for you now one more example. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play where I just kind of go willy-nilly, just kind of crazy on the drums and playing whatever, okay? And I'm going to go over that bar line at the end. I'm not going to do a real clean ending. And then I'll do another version where I play clearly in phrases and I button it up at the end. All right, check it out. So could you feel the difference? Could you tell the difference? The first one was just crazy. I mean, honestly, it was really hard for me to play because I just can't, I don't think that way. I think in phrases. So I found myself falling into phrases like, no, you can't do that. You have to make it kind of crazy, something drum fill, drum solo. But really, again, you could see, right? It's pretty obvious, okay? Which drummer do you want to play with, right? Think about it from the perspective of the rest of the band. Who do you want to play with? Somebody who clearly says, oh, this is the end of my fours, or somebody who says, well, you know, maybe I'm just going to continue on a little bit longer, okay? So really try to button up those fours, make it easier for everybody. And now I'm not saying, and also think in phrases, but I'm not saying that you can't cross over the bar line a little bit and continue your solo, but just make it clear. That's always the most important point in any time you're trading fours. So the drumless track I'm using is from my Trading 4s and 8s Jazz Swing drumless track collection, and this is Bye Bye Blackbird. All of the songs in this collection have 3 different versions. It has a bass only, just a walking bass line, which helps you practice your time, can also help you practice extended drum solos like chorus solos. There's another version, which I'm using here, which has a walking bass line during your fours, or during your solos, which helps you stay in time. And then there's another version that actually has no bass during your 4s or your 8s or during your soloing. And that's a really great track to help you with your timing. And I still use that now to practice my timing too. And one last thing I want to mention is that finally I ordered my own shirts to wear on my own channel. I've been selling them down below for a while, but I just never got around to buying them myself. So I got them, got some of my shirts, and now I'm wearing them. And this is just, I love this saying. And I think that you'll love it too. So if you get it and you want to get it, check out my online t-shirt store below, and you can get it. Wear it like me. Wear it in your YouTube videos, or wear it in your gigs or your practice sessions, whatever. So got more shirts down below, so I hope you check those out. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Be sure to like the video if you like it. That helps to get around YouTube a lot easier. And drop a comment. Let me know how your fours are coming along, and if you're able to connect back to the groove with efficacy and skill and dexterity, and making it very clear for everybody else in the band exactly where you are in time. All right? Keep swinging, my friend.